Ed Beard, please?
He's not in. May I take a message?
Yes. Do you have a pen handy, or does he have a voice message, or?
No, I have a pen.
Okay, and what is your name?
Araceli.
What is it?
Araceli.
Araceli. That's a unique name. Wow, I never heard. Wow. Where's it from?
Just made up.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I like it. Araceli. Did I pronounce
Yes.
it? Did I pronounce it right?
Yes,
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, my name is Paul Cruz. That's Cruz.
Okay.
My number is 915 303 4280. And my company's called, don't laugh at this, but it really is. It's called Martial Arts of Sales.
Okay, martial arts
Of Sales.
of sales. Okay.
Yeah. The reason why I'm calling him is I got his name and number from the Better Business Bureau. I monitor traffic. In other words, there's a lot of traffic for pest control companies, not only in El Paso, Texas, but also Las Cruces, New Mexico. And so I'm looking for a reputable company like his that I could send him some potential customers. So I don't know if he could still do that, but I would like to talk to him about it.
Oh, okay. Well, the one you would want to talk to is Rose Beard.
Okay, I'm assuming that's his wife.
That's actually his mom.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't let him know that. I may get in trouble. Is Ed not available, or does the mom make the?
He's not available at this moment.
Okay, all right. And does Rose make the decision, or is it Ed?
Yes, it's her.
Okay, is she available, or?
Yes, just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, Mrs. Beard. This is Paul Cruz. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
Yes, sir.
I almost got in trouble with you without even realizing it. I asked for Ed, and then they said, well, you need to speak with Rose. I said, is that his wife? He goes, no, that's his mom. I said, don't tell her that, because then I may not have a shot at her. But my name is Paul Cruz, and I just moved 6 months ago from Las Vegas, Nevada to El Paso, Texas. It's like night and day. People are really nice, and I partnered up with a company down here. That's one of the reasons why. But right now I dealt with a lot of pest control companies over the years nationwide. And I don't know if you know this. I know you guys been in business 45 years. I checked you guys out. I have a little problem. It's a good problem to have. There's a lot of traffic in this area, and also Las Cruces, New Mexico, both commercial and residential people looking for pest control company. So what I do is I try to match up and get the right company that I believe can handle the amount of traffic that's available right now. And that's what I called Ed about, to see if you guys are in the position to take on more jobs. If so, which types of jobs do you guys like?
Well, we do everything.
Okay.
Pest control.
Okay.
Termites, lawns,
Right.
weeds,
Right.
trees.
Okay. Do you handle more commercial end of it, or do you go more to residential, or both?
No, we do both.
You do both? Okay. Do you also go to like Las Cruces as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good deal. Okay. So as far as I know you got a website. I've been looking at the website, and it's relatively new. But what's happening is a lot of the traffic that I'm actually monitoring. One of the reasons why I call is because a lot of it is bouncing off yours. I don't know if you know that. Are you aware of that?
Probably not.
Okay, that's okay. Well, yeah, most people are not aware of that, especially if they're doing business anyway. Well, what broken means is you have a kind of a semi-modern website, but what happened is when there's a lot of elements that are not Google qualified, basically that traffic that should be coming to you is just bouncing off your website because it's not modern, and it goes to your competitor. So when I see that, I say, well, why is that happening? And so it's not broken, but it needs to be a little modernized. Where do you get most of your traffic from as far as customers? I know word of mouth is big because you've been in business 45 years, but where else do you get your business from?
Yeah, I guess word of mouth and.
Okay, all right. Okay, and are you happy with the traffic on your website, or would you like more traffic on that?
Oh yeah, of course, everybody would want more.
Okay, not happy. Okay, and as far as customers every month, I don't know how many you average a month, but would you like to take on more customers a month? If so, how many would you think you can handle?
Well, as many as they call.
Okay, all right. How many do you take on every month right now? Ballpark.
That's hard to tell. Maybe 3,000-4,000.
3,000 to 4,000 per month?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Do you do contracts, or you just go in, take care of it, and you're done?
No, it's contracts.
Contracts. Okay, so you do 3,000 to 4,000 a month, and in addition to what you have right now, how many additional ones you think you can handle on a monthly basis?
Well, right now we could handle quite a few.
Okay. All right. Would you do double? Let's say an extra 1,000 you can handle.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. And what is the? If I called you today, I said, okay, I got a 4-story commercial building. Let's say 10,000 square feet. What's your ballpark average you charge per customer?
Well, mostly commercial. We come out and we look at it. If
Okay.
it's a residential, medium home 85 or small home 85.
Okay.
Medium 125, large home 145.
145. Okay. Do you get a lot of residential, or do you get more commercial?
I think right now all residential.
More residential. Okay. Would you like to see more commercial?
Well, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Those are better.
Right. Do you, when you do commercials, do you usually like bid on the job, like for a certain amount of contract for a period of time?
Yeah, we do.
Well, what's your average contract for a commercial?
What do you mean average cost?
Like, how many years you usually want? A year?
Yeah, at least a year.
At least a year? And what's your average charge per customer? Just average. Let's say a 5,000 square foot commercial property.
5,000. Probably be like 125.
125? Okay. All right. And that's a monthly fee, or is that like monthly, right? Or is it?
Yeah, monthly.
Okay. All right. Now, do you have any social media presence? I wasn't able to find anything on that.
No. I don't think it.
Okay. Now, what kind of advertising do you do? Do you do local advertising like newspapers, local radio, local television, anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. Are you open? I wouldn't advertise a newspaper because that's really old. Are you open if I could put you in a position to, let's say, increase your revenue, let's say by 25-30% annually, would that be a good thing?
Sure.
Okay. You don't have an e-commerce, right? Because nobody buys online. And you've been in business 45 years, is that correct?
All right.
Okay. Now, you have a brick and mortar, but do you have multiple locations, or you just have one location, Rose?
No, just this one.
Just one? Okay. All right. And so here's how it works. I'm gonna keep it very simple. I'm from the old school. I may not sound it, but I am. I've been in sales for 30 years. I've taken companies public. I've done reverse mergers. And one of the things that I've learned is getting into social media or online was a big change for me, because I had to really learn, how the elements work. And so one of the things I'm glad I did is I'm able to help my clients not only increase their monthly cash flow, and the way I do that is I target and get the right customers. You get a lot of people that call and they want to price you and all that, and that's well and good. That's why I go after commercials, because commercials, you know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? So you don't want to spend a lot of time. And so what we're able to do is that traffic that people are looking at, it's going somewhere, right? So like, I don't know, do you use your cell phone at all? Do you use your cell phone?
Oh, of course.
Okay. 92% of all searches today, according to Google, are done on a smartphone. So if your website or your online campaign or presence is not mobile friendly, It may be laptop friendly, it may be desktop friendly, but if it's not mobile friendly, then that traffic that will be going to you is just going somewhere else. So I monitor stuff like that. So if there's a lot of demand, what I try to do is match like the hand with the glove. So what I'm able to do, for example, right now, and if let's say you were to do business with me, I could guarantee you this, that the first month there will be at least 2,000 people going to your website. Now here's the numbers. Average about 10% of the 2,000 actually engage, meaning they take action. They call you or they send you an email on your website. And then about 5 to 10% of those actually convert into sales depending on who's talking with them. Let's say you or let's say somebody. So that's the average. You know what I mean? So, if you could take on an extra 1,000 customers a month, let's say at a minimum of $125 or $85, that's an increase in revenue for the monthly cash flow. And then the way I have it set up, because for me, there's a difference between cost that you don't get anything back, it's just a cost of doing business, and then there's an investment that you expect something back for that, right? So what I do is I took a mutual fund approach, and I'm sure you're familiar with a mutual fund, IRA, 401k, just a lot of stocks in the fund. So what I did is I came up with a concept called the mutual fund strategy online. Every platform from Facebook, Instagram, I don't know if you have any of those, Alignable, YouTube, all these platforms, for me, you could probably relate with this, the modern day Yellow Pages.
Oh, okay.
You see? I remember when I was a young kid, I was excited waiting for the Yellow Pages to come, even though it was a big book, because I used to call people from there. So a lot of these platforms are the same thing. There's just more of them. Does that make sense? So what I do is I take every platform as a different stock, a different strategy. Hey, this may not work for you, so I custom make a strategy for every customer to make sure that number one is they're getting the traffic, number two that they're getting the engagement. The only thing I can't do for you is I can't convert those leads into sales. I'm not qualified. I don't know your business from the back end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But one of the things that I also added down the road is I have a training program that I'm going to be offering down the road for customers who get leads, but they're not able to convert them, because it could be the sales process, it could be the salespeople, it could be how they're promoting the product and things like that. So that's what I do. And my clients are very happy. And so I'm bringing that strategy to El Paso, Texas, which is why the company flew me out here to come partner up with them, because they like the concept that I have and how I'm helping the customers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Rose?
No.
Okay. So what I would like to do, if you're open-minded, I would love to send you an email. The email is going to pertain two links. One is basically a flow chart, how the leads go into this fund, and when they spit out, the conversion ratio. And then it has my website on the customers that we've helped grow their business as well. And then what I would like to do is at that point just go over some numbers, tell you the strategy, and tell you what the investment would be, and then you decide what you want to do. Is that fair enough?
Sure.
Okay. What is your email, Rose, if you don't mind me asking?
You can send it to
.pc, like pest control, okay.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
Gmail.com. Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Rose?
No.
Okay. I hope
send it to me and I'll read it, and then
Okay. And when's usually a good time to speak with you to do a follow? I promise you this, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to earn your business. And when you see the numbers, because seeing is believing, right? I mean, we could say all the good things we want, but prove it. I got to show you. So I will show you on the computer when we speak again exactly what I did for my customers. You could see the percentages that they converted and stuff like that. And then we could do the same thing for you,
All right.
Okay. All right. Any questions for me, Rose?
No.
Okay. Let me give you my contact information real quick, if you don't mind.
Just email it.
Okay. I'm sorry?
Email it to me. That'd be fine.
Okay, I'll do that. Rose, listen, I appreciate your time, and you have a great day. And by the way, did you order this rain today?
No.
I'm not. I'm not used to that. I was 16 years in Las Vegas, and rain was like rare.
Yeah. No, here it's been raining more frequent. I don't know why.
Oh, it's terrible, and I hate the cold. But I just appreciate I'm alive. Well, Rose, I do thank you again. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll get this email out to you, and then what would be a good time to follow with you this week?
Until next Friday. Next Monday.
Next Monday? Okay, and that's
Yeah,
the
I
16th.
got a lot going this week.
Okay, and what's a good?
Finish.
Fair enough. What's a good time to call you next Monday?
Not until like this time.
About this time, which is about. Let me see what time I have. It's 2:21. So I'll call you next Monday about 2:30. Just give me about 5-10 minutes. I'll make it straighter to the point, and let's see what we can do some business here. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Rose. You have a great day. Thank you for being kind. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.